Hey guys, this is Echo Soundworks, and you are checking out a production tip and trick for ADSR sounds. In this video, we're going to look at how you can create a reverse delayed signal. And you can use this in tons of different genres. You can use it with tons of different types of sounds, whether it's a lead, a pad, a pluck, a synth, whatever. You can even use it on vocals too. So it's a really cool effect, and I use it for two different, I use it in two different situations. Sometimes I use it just because I want a reversed instrument, and I'm obsessed with reversed instruments. And the other reason is I use it to blend with the actual sound because it can really help fill out sections of a mix, especially drop leads and all that stuff. So without further ado, let's listen to this little demo real quick. All right, so basically what I've done is I've created a reversed delayed sound. Now, to do this, you could be saying, well, why are you doing a tutorial on this? There are delay plugins out there that can introduce a flipped polarity or reverse the signal of the dry tails or delay, and you can just do it on the actual sound itself or do a bus or aux send. Well, there's a reason why I don't like doing that, because it doesn't make it as musical to me. I have a few delay plugins that do that, but it's always a struggle to get it not to be muddy, because when you reverse the signal, depending on your pre-delay settings and how the delay is actually set up, it's not going to be the whole duration of the actual signal. It's usually going to wash over either the beginning or the ending, and it's going to make it a little bit muddy. This method allows you to control how much of the effect you want to hear. So I'm blending it with a sound. If I do this a lot with hip hop or pop, I'll actually straight up just reverse it, and that will be the whole sound. And it's a very cool, very fresh, kind of unique type of sound when you do that. So all you have to do is find a sound you like, play it, and then you'll do what we're going to do next. So this sound right here, we are going to create reverse delays. So first thing, you're going to bounce that to audio. Okay, there is the audio. And I'm using Logic X with a theme or a skin if you're curious. Now, the next thing you're going to do is in your DAW, you're going to chop at all of the transients for that audio. Now, it's a little bit tedious depending on what you played. If you're playing blocks or chords or synth stacks, all that sort of stuff, not that hard. But when you're playing a melody, it's a little bit more of a pain. I don't know why I chose a melody for this tutorial video, but here I am. So I don't need to do bar 3 because bar 3 is a repeat of bar 1. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save a little bit of time and just chop in here, escape tool, or hitting T, depending on your key preferences. I think T is the default. Mine's escape because I have the old school Logic key commands. Anyway, what you're going to do then after that is you're going to edit the lengths, the start lengths of all the audio. So to reverse audio in Logic 10.2, you can just go to your region editor, go to here and hit reverse. What that's going to do though, if you didn't cut the audio, let's say the audio wasn't cut. Let me join this back together. What's going to happen is it's going to reverse the whole audio file. So this note right here is going to come to the front. So that's not the same melody I played. So the reason why I cut it is because I want to make sure that it stays in order of the notes I played. So now when I reverse this, it just reversed that one little cut, and it's still this same note that I played. Right? It's that exact same note. So that's why you need to do the cuts. So it'll keep the melody as you played it. Now sometimes it is cool to just flip melodies and see how it sounds, but we're trying to recreate a delayed tail here, a reverse delay tail. So we want to keep it as close to the original melody as possible. So that being said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim the lengths of these files, because if I kept this like this and then hit reverse, all this dead space is going to happen before the note. And then I have the actual note. And on certain notes, that's going to be cool. On certain notes, it's not. So what I'll typically do is do a combination of that. So this one, I might keep shorter. I might make it just the length of the actual note. And then we have this. And then this one, we can listen to what it sounds like a little bit longer. That might be cool. All right, so you can see I want some of these starting, to I want it to start with the actual note duration, so I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. So we're going to hit reverse there. I'm going to do that with this one as well. We are going to hit reverse. So you're just going to trim the lengths of some of these, and then after you trim them, you can go back in and kind of change the lengths if you want more of the space filled up. And that all depends, like I would say, on your melody. So most of those are good. We're going to trim this one because that'd be a long kind of a delay start. Okay, so then we have all of this. Let's do these as well. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. That one will work. We'll shorten this guy up. He's too long. This one's a little bit too long. That one will be cool at the end. All right, so we have all this now. So what we're going to do is let's uncheck reverse on these first two that we did, and we're going to reverse all of them, or the first three. We're going to reverse all of them at once. So I'm going to highlight all of this. I'm going to now hit reverse. So this will still be our melody. Right? It's playing it in the same order as our melody. Now I am going to pull in the third bar again. And again, I'm just copy and pasting because this melody right here is the same as this melody. So saved me some chopping. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to do some crossfading because it's a little bit too clicky and poppy. So I'm going to go to fade in. I'm going to apply a little bit of fade in until I don't get, or crossfade in, crossfade out until I don't get the little pops. All right, and then what you can do, I already set this up before in the video, but I'm going to drag this down to this other track down here. And what you can do is just add the next thing you have to do is add some delay, obviously, to get the bouncy delay. So I did it on a bus send. I'm using Logic's delay. Right, and then what I'll usually do is turn on some reverb on the sound. And usually after you do that, you have a pretty cool effect. So I'll pan this one out to the right, and I'll copy and paste it down, and we'll pan this other one to the left. Same bus setting, same reverb, and we have this. And blend it back in with the main sound. And you have a pretty cool effect. I'll play it with the drums and everything right now. And then all you have to do is blend it to taste with your original signal, and you have a reverse delayed sound that's playing with the melody or with the chord progression that you create. So if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm Echo Soundworks. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.